Hey y'all, it's Megan and Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. We hope you all had a beautiful, safe July 4th holiday and enjoyed celebrating the USA being 250 years old. And well, my better half has made it back to the house and I couldn't help but go ahead and put him to work. So,
Shoot, she put me to work straight last night. I went down there and tilled the garden. We're gonna go back down there and hoe it sometime or another this morning.
and it's nice and toasty still out here. I think it's supposed to be a whopping 101 today. But we got to get some fruit picked. I tried to wait on Andy because the peaches were not quite right, but I think we're going to have to go ahead and just bite the bullet and pick this tree clean, because if we don't, the Japanese beetles is going to take it over.
I see them up in there. They're awful. Look
Yeah.
right here.
Yep. So I think what's happened is maybe these are ones that might have had a little damage to them or something, maybe a wormhole. That's the only thing, because they're not on all of them.
But they're on a lot of them.
Yeah. But
Which there's not a ton of peaches on the tree anyways.
No, we actually are lucky that we even got any peaches, because we had a late frost, 2 or 3 late frosts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the jugs are for. The threat of frost is well past us, but the jugs,
Well,
they're still here.
the jugs are coming out of the trees today because I'm tired of people asking what they're for.
I thought we would just save them till next year.
I'm not leaving them hanging there. We're taking them out. That's a mosquito trap.
But anyways, so we did get a few. This peach tree usually has a lot more peaches on it than this if we can get past that frost. But like I said, we're lucky to even have the ones we have. I mean, look at them. They're massive.
They are.
And they're
beautiful.
delicious. We've already eaten a bunch of them. So.
We got a tree up in the front yard that is loaded with peaches too. However, they're not ready.
We probably pulled 100 peaches off that tree.
Trying to keep it from breaking its limbs. Yep, thinning its load out, and still it's still loaded. But anyways, let's get to it. It's getting hotter.
Yeah, it is.
Sweat's just a dripping down my back.
Oh my goodness.
I got spoilt down there the last few days. I ain't had to do nothing.
Where's that picker at? Did you go get it?
Yeah, see little spots like that right there. And then when you have something like that, the Japanese beetles just tear right into it.
It's just calling their name, ain't it? And so I'm putting it in we're putting them in this flat wash pan, because peaches, they'll mash each other if you put them in like a 5-gallon bucket or something. So,
Kind of like a tomato.
Yeah.
And it's not only Japanese beetles. There's June bugs, Japanese beetles, both of them in there. But they'll flat ruin it. Look up in yonder, y'all. Right there. Look at that. Sorry, old beetles.
Well, they worked, I guess.
I reckon something worked.
You like it? If they're still hard, they'll ripen. It'll be all right.
Quit eating them and pick them. Boy, that right there is just perfect. I'm tempted, but I want to get them picked.
You're a good one to be talking.
I know. Hey, sidetracked here. Y'all look at my tobacco crop. Somebody give me a tobacco plant, and he's doing well. Got a little bit of something on him there, though. And it looks like I've got some worm damage. I bet if I get, yep, right there he is. There's a tobacco worm.
Is it a big one?
No, it's a little one. Where'd he go? I'll find him. Tobacco worm and tomato worm are both the same thing. We always called them tobacco worms growing up, though. Oh, God! Look what you just about made land on my head. I mean, not all, but it like bounced off the rim of my hat. I'd have been splattered in rotten peach. Ones like that right there, it's got them bad spots on it. You want that?
That probably ain't no good inside of it, because you reckon?
We'll just throw it to the pigs. Can't believe you're trying to take me out with a rotten peach.
That was hilarious.
It was close.
See, is that a wormhole? What is that?
Look what they started doing to that one.
Look.
I guess.
Because the rest of it looks all right. A little cut right there.
That ain't no chance on this. It would have been. The Japanese beetles tore
Well,
out.
see, but I think they got holes in them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there's a pretty one. Goodness gracious. It's funny, every time you pick one, you hear the beetles just fly.
Look, this one's got wormholes in it. That's what that is. We just sprayed them one time.
Yeah. You saying we're picking them all?
Yeah.
Or at least most of them?
Don't you think we should?
Probably.
I'm gonna get out from under it. How's them look?
Fair.
Still got holes in them.
Yeah, the beetles is eating on them all. I don't think it matters. I believe once they start getting ripe, them beetles eat on them. Apparently that ain't no good. I drove it. That nut yonder's in a corner where I can't get to it. There it went. Oh, it wasn't no count no way. Is them any good?
We got some spots I'll have to cut out of them.
We ain't gonna get nothing done if you keep eating these peaches.
I can't reach them. Look, I'm not wasting. See, it's got bad spots on the backside of it.
Whatever you want to tell yourself, woman.
Oh, I think that one would have been a good one.
Ain't none of them. A whole lot of them's eat up by them darn Japanese beetles. Well, you got a few.
Yep, 2026 peach haul.
Off of the first tree.
We've had a lot better years, but we've also had many years where we ain't even got one. So
yeah. So we're pretty excited about that.
And actually, we've probably picked and ate that many, or at least close to it.
I took several with me down yonder.
Yeah, and me and Maggie's been eating them hard as we can eat them. So I would say probably all together we probably got double that. And so counting the 2 or 3 late, like really late frosts we got and everything,
it's a blessing to get that right there.
I don't believe we done too bad. I mean, some of them's pretty good size, and they got some damage on them from them Japanese beetles, but I'm just gonna cut that off. That'll be all right.
Yep.
I'm just gonna have to do it pretty
soon.
They can't sit around.
No, you'll have to do it today.
Yeah.
And this is a lot of bad ones we got. We picked them up. We're gonna take them out to the pigs.
I ain't gonna feed these Japanese beetles. Feed my pigs.
Oh, sorry, beetles. It's like them things, man, they just come out of nowhere. It's like one day you don't have Japanese beetles, the next day you do. It's like with sweet corn, a raccoon knows a raccoon knows before you know whether it's ready to pick or not, and I think he's...
And they usually beat
peaches. Yeah, the peaches are the same way. They ain't got nothing else to do but sit around and wait on this stuff to get right.
That's
right. Sorry, critters. Like Chuck says, everything wants to eat what you want to eat.
I don't know. Why is that?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I reckon if they want to eat it, it must be all right.
But luckily, what we've got to go pick next, we don't really have no problem with nothing eating. Them blueberries.
No, not the blueberries. And the Japanese beetles tend to get on the blackberries, but I ain't seen none on them yet.
Yeah.
They're too busy eating the peaches.
Yeah, I think the peach tree drawed all the Japanese beetles now. All right. Let's go do the rest.
There's ours. I was like, what'd I do with that bucket? All right.
It is just getting hotter. I mean, my goodness.
You gonna cut off?
Yeah. It's the time of year, though. It's supposed to be hot. Not quite sure it's supposed to be 100, though. Or 101, or whatever it is they say. Y'all, look at her. I believe She might not catch up with these big ones, but she's gonna catch up with them 2 Berkshires right there.
Here, babies.
I bet they'll like that.
Yeah. They might get drunk off of it.
You reckon?
You smell them?
I do. They stink, don't they? Smell fermented.
They're a little fermented. Well, if they're all laying out here in about an hour, we know what happened.
They got drunk on the peaches.
So we got wild and tame blackberries right here.
All in one spot.
Yeah. Would you stick a blackberry shoot over here a couple years ago, didn't you?
I think I did. There was one I rooted it or something, and I just stuck it in the ground. And this is what it's made.
This is what they like to do. They think they like this environment. Boy, them some nice ones though. It's the nicest ones we've had in a couple of years.
They are pretty.
I believe I will make some more blackberry jelly. People seem to enjoy that as gifts and such.
What the birds and the crows, they after it this morning. Yeah, at this point we kind of got blackberries everywhere, so we just
wander around.
You just pick wherever you want to pick.
All right.
I'll look under here. Evidently it's spread plumb over here, Tanya.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Here's a fun fact to anybody wanting to grow blackberries. Like I said, I just stuck this one in the ground over here, and it's done its own thing, and it's done better than the ones that are on the trellis and all that. Like
that we actually try to take care of.
Yeah, that we actually wanted to do good. So, like we said before, just let them be in their natural zone. I think that's the best.
These up here on the top, you see, look pretty terrible. Look now under here.
Down in the shade.
Down in the shade. See them?
See
these?
Yeah, there they are. They look a little better down here.
Yeah.
They still ain't as pretty as them over next to the woods, though.
No.
So, if you're looking at planting blackberries and you feel like they got to be out in the full sun on a beautiful trellis, and if you're in a similar climate to what we have, you might want to reconsider how you're going to plant them, because if I'd knowed what I know now, goodness, y'all, the sweat's getting all up in my eyes. If I'd knowed what I know now, I would have not planted our blackberries like this. However, I kind of thought that's how they needed to be. Turns out it wasn't. Boy, that muscadine vine has really took off.
You would never know you pruned it.
No, you wouldn't.
You must have made it happy.
That's what's next on the list. Up there's where Megan's at picking right now. And I've walked down here and look at the difference. Just look at that. That's a big blackberry right there. And that one, just look at that. That's amazing. Same bushes, same variety. These are all ones rooted off of those up there. Just in just a slightly different location. They get morning sun here, but that late evening sun gets shaded out by that tree line right there. Those up there, they cook all day long. Look what berries.
There's some nice ones in it.
Them monster berries.
I don't know if I may not make no jelly. I may make a cobbler or something. I don't know. I can't decide what I want to do. Such a hard decision. Look at this one. That's a half a pound
Golly.
blackberry. Guess where he's going?
In your mouth.
They still got some left to come.
There's a lot left to come.
Well, I mean, there's red ones on them other ones too, but they don't look too impressive.
These right here is nice. And these were by accident.
Were they?
Yeah.
I thought you planted these over there.
So I did. And then I run over them with the tractor when I was backing up in here
Oh,
one
yeah.
time. And I thought I'd killed them all. And we just never did nothing else with them. And now look at them this year.
Yeah, I had forgot that. And they can spread here and do what they want. No, it don't matter.
Yep.
Now, if they spread over in the pig pasture,
Pig will have a heyday when we turn them back in there.
they will.
And right by, y'all see all this mess here? This is lemon balm. I planted one plant out here and it just took over this hillside. Got a blackberry in amongst there, one there. And then all of this right here is wild blackberries. And I was keeping them mowed down because y'all know, you've heard me say, I don't much like overgrown mess. But it's in the perfect spot to come out here and pick them. And wild blackberries are just like tame blackberries. They don't make on the first year canes. So all of this is new canes that's coming up. And so next year, theoretically, should be one big blackberry patch right there of wild blackberries. And the vines, I guess, the canes, the briars, whatever you want to call them, the plants, they look extremely healthy. So I suspect that'll be a pretty good blackberry patch right there.
It depends on what kind it is.
Right. Scared me to death. He got in the wire. Wasn't expecting that.
I wouldn't either. Hey, guess what? It's
What?
rained enough. We got power on the fence.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. This is another side note, but I'm going to get distracted for just a second. You know, we've had rain, a little bit of rain, and we had just a little bit of rain right before this massive heat wave set in. And I think that saved us here. But just a few miles down the road from there all the way to where we was at the past couple of days ago, it is a desert. Like, it looks awful. North Carolina is still in one terrible drought right now. And like I said, we just got lucky. And we got the clip of one of the little thunderstorms that come through. And I really think that saved us.
What did we get? A tenth one night and a tenth the next.
Yeah, we ended up getting 2 tenths total out of both of them. And that don't sound like a lot, but I think that really helped us out. You look across there, while they're starting to turn, the color of the pastures is starting to brown out. They're still green. Our neighbors down just a little bit south of us, it's bad. It looked awful. And obviously, the heat we're having right now ain't doing it a bit of good either. I'm saving the best one for last.
Up there?
Yeah. You see the size of the berries on it?
Yeah, they're pretty good size. We got a couple down here on the edge that's got some big ones on them.
Yeah, I picked one down there a while ago. Had some big ones. I believe that's it on that one. There's a few on that one.
I think this is one of the ones on it that I thought wasn't going to have no good berries.
Yeah, I believe that rain helped it.
Yeah.
That is one of the worser ones. Look right there.
I hear it up there.
There's 2 pretty berries. This was one of the bad ones too, but it's still.
Should we taste them? Make sure they taste all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with them berries.
It ain't. They good?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they are, ain't they? Them are sweet. Mmm. Them have a lot of flavor to be so tiny. Don't they?
Mm-hmm. The poor old bush looked plumb pitiful. But it made berries.
Mm-hmm.
These right here started suffering. Them some good sized berries there.
Now here's one that didn't come back from it.
Yeah, we just need to pull all the berries off of that one.
Let's see what these taste like.
Good?
These are good, but they taste different than them other ones.
It's
They're
a different variety.
Not quite as sweet, but not tart either. Tastes more blueberry versus sweet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Guess I could make you them blueberry biscuits you've been after.
Oh, that sounds good. Make me a bowberry biscuit.
Oh, it'd be. I got Bojangles beat all to pieces. What you talking about?
Just think, there's people out there that don't even know what Bojangles is, I bet.
Oh,
That
yeah.
watch us.
I guess not.
'Cause that's just a North Carolina,
South Carolina.
thing, is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I know it's regional though. Comment down below if y'all know what Bojangles is. And if you don't, well, I'm sorry. This is one of the best fast food restaurants there is.
Boy, they got some good chicken.
Good chicken,
I
good
like their chicken.
biscuits. Goodness gracious.
Boy, I made some good fried chicken the other night though, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's one thing I've never been good at. Believe it or not. I've tried. I usually try what, once a year? Once a year, twice a year to make fried chicken. And this last time, it was good. I believe I'll make it more than just every 6 months if I can do that again.
It was probably some of the best fried chicken I ever ate.
Yeah, it was great.
I will say it was better than Bojangles.
I found this I found this cookbook. I guess I'm in competition with Bojangles, ain't I?
Well, we fixing to make blueberry biscuits, and I expect them to be better than Bojangles blueberry biscuits.
I got this cookbook at this thrift store I went to. Y'all let me know if you ever heard of it. It's called Mama Dip's Kitchen. Mama Dip, D-I-P. And apparently she was from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, wrote this cookbook. It is a fabulous cookbook. And I paid $5 for it. And I used her fried chicken directions and recipe to a T. And it was the bomb. And the only thing was salt and pepper.
Yeah, it was good. Look at this. My hat is soaked. It's been a while since I've seen sweat dripping off the bill of my hat.
Yes. Humid.
You'd never know I was in the lawn care business at one time.
Done got soft.
I believe this right here would kill me now if I had to do it again. Good Lord.
Andy's a wintertime man, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I can tolerate heat, but I prefer wintertime.
Ooh.
But this is ridiculous.
People down south probably laughing their tail off.
Oh, I'm
right
sure.
now.
I don't know. Wonder what our humidity value is right now. Do you know?
Mm-mm.
I don't know either. I'd like to look.
I think it was supposed to be like 60 or 60-some% today.
Is that all?
I think so.
And I hear people talking about it being 80, 90%. Lord gosh.
That's what I'm saying. They probably laughing their tail off at us.
It's more than 60%, ain't it?
I think that's what it said.
It's gotta be.
Now where are we going?
If it gets any worse than this, nobody could survive.
Oh my gosh.
No, laying all jokes aside, y'all, I do like to complain about the heat, but it just is what it is. It's that time of year. I don't expect any different. Now, if it was cold out here or cool, then that would be surprising.
What is it you told me the other day? You ain't no quitter, but you're going to hear about it. What is that? What
Yeah,
it said?
I saw this reel on Facebook the other day. It said, Mama didn't raise no quitter, but you're sure going to hear about it while I'm getting it done. And yeah, I think that describes me to a T, because I ain't going to quit. But I'm going to let you know real quick what I do and don't like about it.
I believe if I had a door between the kitchen and the rest of the house, just let it get hot in the kitchen, it'd probably be all right.
Probably.
I guess that's why I've been in a lot of old houses doing all my home help and stuff. And there's a lot of people that have sheets over their kitchen doorway. And I guess that's probably...
Well, if I ain't mistaken, that had a door in it at one time.
At the kitchen?
Uh-huh.
I don't ever remember there being a door there.
No, it wasn't. there during our time, but the hinge, the hinge plates and all that was there before we redone it.
Oh.
Yeah, just think, Grandpa never had air conditioning in that house. He sat in there with a box fan running.
Didn't know no difference.
Didn't know no difference.
Didn't care to have it no different.
Oh no, he didn't like coming in our house down at where, you know, growing up, he didn't want to come in there. He said he'd catch pneumonia if they come in that house. Feel like we're at the beach, the noises we're hearing. You remember that time we went down there and went through that swamp at the beach?
Gosh.
And the mosquitoes eat us up?
My legs were black with mosquitoes.
So this bush right here is by far the healthiest and happiest blueberry bush we have, and has the best blueberries on it.
Yeah, they are good.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, and my mind could be wrong, I believe this is a Premier, is the variety of it.
They're so good.
I know they are.
They're like so good, so sweet, they don't even hardly
Oh.
taste like a blueberry.
It just, that one is good. They taste like they're already cooked. I shucked some corn last night.
Are.
I shucked some corn last night and I got home to eat for supper, and I told Megan, I said, well, you don't even have to boil this. It was already cooked. And blueberries is another one of those things. About once every day, once every 2 days is about how often you have to pick if you want to stay on top of them.
And I know a lot of people got trouble with birds. That's not something, I don't know if it's the pigs or what, but birds don't really, that's not an issue for us with
No,
the
it's not.
blueberries.
It really ain't. Honestly, knock on wood, nothing is an issue with us on blueberries.
That deer tore them up.
Well, he antlered it to death, though. He didn't
Oh,
eat
that's
it.
right, it didn't eat it, yeah.
Which I know deer do eat blueberries,
They
but
eat them ones you planted up yonder.
yeah, fortunately they have not eaten these yet.
Yeah.
And this one is just loaded with blueberries for no bigger than the bush is.
And we'll eat them. I mean, I freeze them and they get eat. I make all kind of little desserts and stuff.
Yeah, next to the peaches and the strawberries, I guess blueberries is my next favorite.
I can't wait for the musky nuts.
They're coming.
They're my favorite.
Have you looked at them lately?
I looked at them the other day.
What we got?
Was that about a gallon?
Almost.
That's pretty good. That's what, 20 bucks?
I don't even know what they get around
Blueberries
here.
are expensive.
I don't know what they get around here for
I don't
blueberries.
either. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
And I believe I told y'all wrong. That may be a climax blueberry, not a Premier blueberry. The little one right down there is a Premier, so I think this one is a climax.
That
But
was a good one too.
I don't know though. I really don't, but I'm just guessing. I do know this. We have 4 varieties here. We have Climax, we have Premier, we have Tiff Blue, and you remember the other one?
You talking to the wrong one.
Well, gosh, y'all, it's just left me now. Climax, Premier, Tiff Blue, and it's left me now. So I don't know. It's, yeah, blueberry. The other one's a blueberry. But I can tell you that I do know the Premier and the Climax are my 2 favorites.
What's the one down there though? We got two down there that's got blueberries on them that big. What are they?
I believe that's the Climax, but I'm not sure.
I mean, they got big blueberries on them.
I don't know. Y'all know we're terrible at keeping varieties straight. But I do know what we've got, and all 4 of those varieties, whatever the 4th one is, seem to do very, very well for us. But so far, Premier and Climax are definitely my favorites. But having those 4 varieties gives us a blueberry harvest a lot longer than if we just had one. Okay, well, I think the creek garden at this point is probably still halfway in the shade. I'm gonna go down there. I got 3 rows to hoe through. I tilled over everything last night, chopping the weeds up, and I just got 3 rows to hoe through. And so I think I'm gonna go and take care of that before it gets much hotter.
Right.
I guess you're gonna go work on some biscuits.
Here eventually.
I forgot we had to pick these right here.
Yeah.
Jacob's running a sprinkler over there on his garden.
I'm stand under it every time it comes around here.
Feel good, wouldn't it?
Come back. It was just here. I'll stand over here.
But while you picking those, look at this, Megan.
There it comes. Oh.
Did it get you?
Yeah.
Feel good?
It feels pretty good.
So guys, you remember I told you I was waiting for this big onion to fall over before I pulled it? Well, while I was gone, it fell over, and Megan so kindly waited for me to get back so I could pull it. Look at this. Look at this. Have y'all ever seen such? That is a monster. Look, Megan. Definitely.
That's some kind of record right there.
That's definitely a record for us.
Thing weighs 2 pounds.
Tell me about it. If we selling onions about a pound, we'd be doing good, wouldn't we? That's a nice one.
It is. You ought to be proud of that.
I am. So that one right there, the other big one, still ain't broke yet. That's a big one too. So
that right there, I won't need about an onion or 2 in my chow chow.
Look,
using that.
I'm proud of those. Probably never have no onions like that again.
Intermediate day onions. That's the onions for our area, and we've never actually grew the right onions for us. And I guess that's what you get.
Apparently it works.
Apparently so. Apparently it's something to that, ain't it?
Apparently it's so. All right. I think before I go to the garden, I'm going to fix me something to drink. It is hot.
That's the end of that sprinkler. It feels nice.
I wouldn't know any different. I'm already soaked from head to toe. So getting under that sprinkler ain't going to do me a bit of good. It ain't going to be no different what I already am. Hey, and right here's some dill going to seed. That's, when you see it like that, that's when it goes to seed. I know, well, I know a lot of you was interested. There's a dill seed. They must not be quite dry enough yet. But we just let them fall, and there'll be dill wherever they fall.
All right, let's get to making our blueberry biscuits. We're gonna see if we can beat out Bojangles. I know we can. I know we can. I've made these with the frozen blueberries that I've put up, but today we're gonna make them with the fresh ones you saw us pick this morning. It has got plumb hot outside, so it is the time to hang out in the kitchen. The only thing I have found, though, y'all know I've got this gas stove and gas oven. I feel like this versus the electric, the only downside I have seen to this versus my old electric stove I have is I feel like this heats up the house so much more than that electric stove used to. So if y'all have any like remedies for that, I would love to hear it. And maybe it's just this particular stove, I don't know. But my electric one, like I said, I didn't feel like it really put off that much heat. Now, as far as cooking goes, though, I wouldn't trade this thing for nothing in the world. All right, anyways, to the task. We're going to start off with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Pretty much with these biscuits, the only thing that's really different from like a regular biscuit recipe is we are adding, I believe it's a third a cup, yeah. Third a cup of sugar in with our dry ingredients. Come on. Look at that. Ain't that something? I love when it works out like that. I had exactly 2 cups left in that bag and just a little more. There we go. We're going to add in a tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt. Usually if a recipe calls for like that, like a half a teaspoon of salt, I will probably add almost a whole teaspoon or maybe a whole teaspoon. This Redmond salt is not quite as salty as regular like table salt. So I feel like you need to add just a tad more if you're using that. Third a cup of sugar. Let's just get all those dry ingredients mixed together. Now, you can also totally make this with self-rising flour if you want to. Just omit the baking powder and the salt and just do self-rising flour and a third a cup of sugar. And it'd be about the same thing. Now, I need about a half a cup of cold butter. Alright, let's get that worked in just like we were making biscuits. Just pinch it in till we have no pieces in there bigger than like a little pea. Y'all see how coarse that's gotten? Let's make us a little pond here for our buttermilk. Let's pour in around 3/4 a cup of buttermilk. And yes, y'all, I know this is a dry measuring cup. It's close enough. Close enough for me. Alright. And if you don't have buttermilk, put the same amount of milk in there with a little bit of vinegar, and you'll be alright. We're going to add in a little vanilla. Just a tad bit of lemon extract. Just a tad. That stuff's strong. We're going to mix all this together again, just like we were making biscuits. And we should form a pretty soft dough. Now we're going to add in 1.5 cups of our fresh blueberries. I'm actually going to sprinkle these though with a little bit of flour. That's kind of going to help us from having any sinking that might think about going on. Now let's slowly see if we can fold in those blueberries. I think it's going to be easier with my hand here. Get in there, blueberries. Alright. Just like a regular biscuit dough, we're going to flatten it out. Give it a fold. Flatten it out. You can get fancy and use a rolling pin if you'd like. And now we're going to get ready to cut these out. Alright, we got our oven on 425. I'm going to get this pan buttered. Now I'm going to tell you, these make excellent dessert, breakfast, snack, whatever you want to do with them. Just the way I want to. You want to use bigger ones and make bigger biscuits. You know, this is all solely your choice. We're going to go through and start cutting out our biscuits. Check it out. Put them in our pan. Let's butter them with that melted butter on our pan. Flip them back over. That'll save us a dish or two to wash, won't it? And biscuits are like people. They like to have somebody to lean on, so make sure they're touching each other. Whether you're making blueberry biscuits or regular biscuits. And that very last one won't be pretty, but it'll be good. Alright, let's throw these in the oven for about 18 minutes and we'll check them and see what they look like. Check it out.
I messed up. I sat up there at the house on the porch too long drinking a glass of water. And now the sun is starting to hit this garden. However, that glass of water sure was good. Well, that's done. It's plenty hot out here too. That looks a lot better. It was only 3 rows. This row of pumpkins, this row of pumpkins, and sweet potatoes. We'll walk through and let y'all see how everything's looking. Had a few hills that didn't come up quite like they should have. But overall, they look nice. Sweet potatoes are looking really good. Of course, they love this kind of weather we're having right now. This is their thing. And popcorn's looking amazing. Now, over there, I'm still very much undecided on what I'm going to do. Part of me wants to plant a few rows of sweet corn over there. There's another side of me that tells me how much trouble I have with sweet corn down here every year because of the coons. And there's also another part of me that says, Andy, you don't need the sweet corn because you can grow enough up there with the empty spots you got coming up in your garden at the house. You don't need to plant sweet corn down here. But there's just a little bit stronger side of me that says, Andy, you know you want to go ahead and plant you a few more rows of sweet corn down here. But then there's also the side of me that says the most sensible thing to do would just be go ahead and plant that section in some type of cover crop. And that may end up being what I do. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still undecided on that. However, I really do want to plant some more sweet corn. And I might plant some down here. I don't know yet. Anyways, that's taken care of for a little while. I think it's been right about 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks since I went through and cleaned that garden up. I want to say I was doing some thinking like I always do while I was hoeing them rows out. And it might be hot. It's almost miserably hot out here, but it just is what it is. It's the time of year we're in, and, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. It's out of our control. But I had 10 times rather be out here working outside. Airplane up there. But I'd rather be out here working outside than in an office job any day. And I've always been that way. I've always worked outside. Ever since my working career started, I've had a job working outside. I've never, except for just about 2 years, back when I was in high school, had a job that was working inside. And I know there's a lot of people that do work inside, and, you know, there's a place for that. But there's one thing for sure, is that was not my place. And I used to envy the people who worked inside in the air conditions. I used to think to myself, my goodness, what would it be like to go out and not have to sweat your hind end off all day long and have those pounding headaches at the end of the day. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You get home from work at the end of the day and you're just fried, you're cooked, you're give out, and your head is pounding. And I've had many, many days like that in my past. However, still, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. I wouldn't trade what I do for an air-conditioned job any day. Because, in my humble opinion, being outside in the elements, no matter what they are, is where man is supposed to be. And it's where we were meant to be. And there's just nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Nothing like working outside. But y'all can tell I'm hot. The sweat's pouring off of me like crazy. But yeah, I'm glad that's done though. But I enjoyed it while I was doing it. And it sure does look good when you get done with it. I know it does kind of look empty right now because nothing has spread out yet. But just in a few weeks, once the pumpkins start spreading, once the sweet potatoes really start running, this is going to be a totally different looking scene right here. But until that point gets here, we got to do our best to keep the weeds out of it until all them plants really start shading the ground out. It looks good though. I'm tickled to see what kind of popcorn harvest we have. If nothing gets in it, that's going to be a really nice popcorn patch this year. I do think it's time to go back and fix another glass of water. That's the thing. When you're outside like this, you kind of have to have some common sense. You don't just go out here and go wide open at it and not take no breaks, not take nothing to drink or anything like that. I mean, I didn't bring anything down here with me to drink, but I knew I only had 3 rows, so it wasn't going to last that long. But staying hydrated and taking breaks. Your body tells you when you need to take a break. As long as you listen to it, you'll be just fine out here working in this heat. It's tough, but it's okay too. The birds are just a-singing. I hear crows over yonder. My other cornfield's back that way. I hear crows like crazy.
All right, so for the icing, we're gonna need a cup of powdered sugar, this is one of those things that I cannot use without slinging it everywhere. I done slung it all over me, all over the oven, just now, just from that. Why is that? About a tablespoon of milk. Yeah, this is not Candy's milk. Don't hold it against me. And just a tiny bit. Hold on. Lemon extract. Let's get these biscuits out. There we go. Alright, now let me get this icing mixed up here. And if it's a little too thick, because I actually want it a little bit runny, we'll add a little more milk to it. Alright, there's my icing. So let me slowly pour that on there. Do a start light. Then I'll come back with more. I just got to make sure I got enough to go over all of them first. Let me holler for Andy. He's the ultimate taste tester and see what he thinks.
Man, they look good.
Well, you got to taste test them and see if I beat Bojangles.
Are they cooled off?
I mean, I just got them out, so just bite them slowly. Slowly. That was a big bite.
You know what?
What? If you say I ain't got them beat, I'm going to knock you out right here on the camera.
That's not what I was going to say.
Good.
I believe you did it.
Think I beat them out?
Bojangles Blueberry Biscuits is good, but I believe yours is better.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
Oh
We just eat this for supper.
Oh my gosh. Man. I believe in better than the last ones I made.
Those are good.
Okay. Make you some blueberry biscuits.
Those are good. I'll sit here and eat them until I'm sick.
I mean, I got I got them just right too. Like as far as the biscuits ain't too done or not done enough.
Let me back in there. It doesn't help that I'm hungry. Right and top.
It was in the middle. You gonna have your slobber all over them biscuits.
I'm good. Then won't nobody want to eat them but me.
Anyways, guys, I guess that's gonna about wrap up today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope you might have learned a little something. Let me know in the comments if you do try some blueberry biscuits. I always like to hear when people try the things. And anyways, till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
I think I'm going to eat another one. That's what I was thinking about. That's why I didn't say have a good one. Eating another one was what's running through my mind.
Your mind is on the... Don't step in that
That's
ice.
not the... Where's the fork you had?
I just put it in the sink.
Oh. Well,
Don't step in that ice and I clean it up.
I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to.
Delicious.
That's good.